Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. I know it's been a few days, but this is another, I guess, this week's pickups. I'm going to start with this little baby here because we played in a Commander event up at Collectors Connection in Dyersburg, and I won this promo pack. And to be honest with you, I've never opened one of these before, so I figured we'd open it together and see see what's in here. I don't know. I've watched other people open it, but I have not. So, okie dokie. We got now all of these are. We've got the little planeswalker symbol, that stamp right there, which is easy to miss if you are like listing decks on a an online deck building site like Archidect. So there's, and this is well, oh, it's Swamp. Okay. We have a Verdant Sun's Avatar. That's we're like not even trying to focus, are we? There we go. Maybe I'm just not close enough. And then we, ooh, it's a pretty negate. I'll use that Joker. And then we have a Rotting Register. Well, this is a dinosaur pack, wasn't it? Dinos. That's cool. I kind of like the 3-mana 7/6 that at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. You know, in a lot of decks that we would play this in Commander, we wouldn't play it unless we were looking to discard a card, you know. And then yesterday, we'll go back to this. Yesterday, I went to Hall of Heroes in Ripley, and I picked up some singles there. Another Rite of Flourishing, because, you know, you can't have too many double meat, double cheeses, right? Get down here on it. There we go. And then I picked up Ashnod's Altar because I feel like I don't remember which one of the. It feels like that I'm going to need another altar for something in the new Theros set. I'm probably going to use it. Picked up Crux of Fate because, you know, they're cheap enough. They're not as cheap as they were, but a lot of times this is just a 5-mana wipe the board. And then what I'm super excited about is they had a Rogov Kirky. Now this is the Kobold Commander. Now, there's not enough Kobolds to build Kobold Tribal, as it were. But maybe if all the black and red colorless changelings, I don't know. But there is black in here, so we could use the conspiracy thing and just play, you know, Rakdos good stuff and +2/+2. But yeah, you got to pay the 3 red during your upkeep, or all your stuff under opponent's control. I wonder. I'll have to look up the exact wording on Roga as to multiplayer, if it's target player. Anyway, the other exciting thing, there at the Hall of Heroes, they had these things. This is a 800 count box is what they call it, and it is, where's my cutter at? It's full of randomness. Now, I expect these most to be commons and uncommons, but I haven't opened it because I was like, you know, this is cool enough. I want to see what's in here. So we're going to do this. And this may take a little while, but like I said, most of these are commons and uncommons, I'm assuming. A lot of M19. Digraph Ghoul, it's not a bad zombie. Child of Night, I've actually used that in a few decks. This is like there's some Kamigawa and some Fate Reforged. A lot of duplicates. It's all good though, because I've got a really good place to part with all my extra commons and uncommons. There's a burgeoning Magic scene at the local library here, and I went. It was a ton of fun, and that way I can spread the love, you know. And Resolve Enforcer. Haven't seen anything yet that I'm just, you know. I believe every card is playable. Y'all know that. These are all mixed up. That bothers me. Clear the mind. Really? Terramander. Terramander's a card I'm definitely going to play that. Because who doesn't like 1/1 flyers for one, you know? Flying Men way back was that was an amazing card back then. And it's kind of been eclipsed several times though, so I don't know. Here's what we'll do there. We'll put that right there. Let's grab a chunk here. These look a little older. Some Kaladesh. Corpse Churn. Call for Bloods. Coat with Venom. Butcher's Glee. Altar's Reap. I use Altar's Reap in black sacrifice decks because, you know, we want to draw cards and we want to sacrifice creatures, so I use Altar's Reap quite a bit. Is that a Giga Drowses? Are those still a thing? Those used to be a thing. We're gonna put the Giga Drowses out because that, I don't know if that's still a sought after common, but I know a while back it used to be. What we got here? Oh, some Mirage. Dirtwater Race. Dirty Were Rats. Is that a foil I see peeking out? That's a couple foils I see peeking out. That is a Battle Bond pair, a partner pair. The Chakram Retriever and the Chakram Slinger. So that's pretty cool. A Stasis Snare. Yeah. Oh, especially now that you know, enchantments are about to matter again. Oh, that's a playset of pretty full art Stasis Snares. Elusive Tormentor. What's a buy a box promo? Immolating Glare. A playset of them. That's I use that one too. Mono white. Unsubstantiated. Wow, this is really unsubstantiated. A playset of them. Wow. I'm impressed. So I obviously I'm in at $5. I mean that's what of course our local tax, you know, but Severed Legion, Deranged Assistant. Look at that. Original Legends cards. Devouring Deep. Yeah, they're commons, but you know what? Still, anything from Legends is... Is that a Chatter of the Squirrel? That's a bunch of Chatters of the Squirrel. That's Chitter Chatter right there. I feel like I need to get the pieces for the Squirrel EDH deck sooner rather than later because I feel like it's coming. I feel like the Squirrel Commander is coming and all those old Odyssey cards the rares especially, are going to shoot through the roof. I don't know why I feel that way. I know they snuck in, since a bunch of Spell Blast, snuck in some cards in Black Border. I say snuck in, but that's pretty much what it is. War of the Spark. Davriel. That was a pretty good story with Davriel. Price of Betrayal. Now, a little thing of note about Price of Betrayal here. You remove up to 5 counters from target artifact, creature, planeswalker, or opponent. This is one of 2 cards that exist that can remove poison counters. Although, I don't know why you would want to remove poison counters from an opponent unless it's like our format and you're doing it politically. So, I don't know. Could be a thing, could not be a thing. Wait a minute. I guess when Karn restarts the game, I guess that's a 3rd card. Because there's Roots, there's that, and then Karn restarting the game would do it too. All in all, I mean, I'm happy with already what we've got. There's regular Take Vengeances. Angel of the Dawn, this beautiful art. Creatures you control. How have I not seen that? Maybe I have, and it just didn't make a mark on me, you know. Herald Knight. Tormenting Voice. I use Tormenting Voice. Y'all know that. Cards I use. Wow, that's a lot of Tormenting Voices. I don't know that I'm going to use that many. Probably will, though. Revived Lies. Swinging Falcon. It's 1/2 for 1 mana flying. Even white gets it now. Everybody gets 1 mana 1/1 flyers. I mean, of course, in Alpha, what was that? That was in green too, you know, Script Sprites. Sequestered Stash. This is a neat little uncommon land. Are we going back to the flippy thing? Ceremonious Rejection I play. Let's see. Deep Water, lots of Dark Mazes. That's right, Homelands cards. Loving it. I can Shamble Ghoul forever now. Painful Lesson. This I like. Black has so many versions of this card. I mean, and evidently I have so many copies of this card. By Force is definitely a card I use. This was, I mean, obviously Vandal Blast is the premier thing, but being able to scalpel out the ones you want. And I think I was either out or running low on By Forces. So I know all of the ones that I opened back in Amonkhet I used. I think those are stuck together. There's some more Painful Lessons. I'm all too familiar with that. Cathartic Reunion. Another red card filtering card. Doctor Arrest. Caught in the Brights. The flavor of a lot of these sets are. I love it. Ice Over. Should have been a snow enchantment. I think snow should just be evergreen so that in cases like this where they have like Ice Over or, you know, a clearly winter creature. Is that a Forbidden Alchemy? Well, that used to be a thing. Foreshadow. Fraught Twiddles. Anybody ever won a game with Twiddle? Seems like I have years ago. I think I did the last point of damage by tapping somebody's City of Brass, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I did that a bunch with stuff like IC Manipulator. I mean, if somebody played City, it was on. Gear Shift Ace, Fragmentize. There's a little easier to hold. Some of these are you can tell that's a dramatic reversal. I mean, it may not be expensive, but it will definitely get played. So that's for sure. Sleep. See, I love Sleep because you get the double tap. You know, tap all your guys now. I get the swing at you, and then I get the swing next turn at you. Oh, and everybody else at the table does too. I love Sleep. There's a picture out there on the internet somewhere of me asleep, and my buddies made a meme. I'd fall asleep on the couch. Gravedigger. I mean, it's not a thing, but it every once in a while it sees a deck, you know. An abnormal amount of abnormals. Nightmare Thirst. Mind Rots. We're getting close. Puzzle Knots. More Painful Lessons, which I will play. And a lot of these, I mean, that I'm just kind of glossing over. I may end up playing some of them. I mean, like I play Hunt the Week. I don't know that I can fit any more in the, the Kaladesh binder. But it may happen. There's a Locket. You know I'm playing that Locket. There's 2 more Lockets. Look at that. Like I said, not big money stuff by any means, but still good playable cards. I mean, a card doesn't have to be expensive to be good. At least that's what I'm in the mindset of. Sunder Shaman I play. Sharktocrab. We're getting some of the newer stuff here, ain't we? Aerial Munculus. Oh, look at the Gilgates. Y'all know I'm a Gilgate fan. Well, they're cheap. They're plentiful. I wish they put it into play. Would that be too powerful if it put it into play? Yeah, I probably would. I guess that's why it doesn't, huh? Deface. Burn Bright. Well, that's it. These are probably the cards that I'm going to play in addition to, it's not bad here. Not bad at all. So, what kind of deck do we need for the Chakrams here? We need, let's say, partner with each other. Though they're both 5 mana, 2/4s. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn, you untap a creature, and then you spend a red and tap. So the idea is that dang red mana payment there. I guess they did that so it wouldn't be busted. So what does this represent? This is a girl and her dog, because you can see the dog there. Right there, it kind of looks like that. Have y'all seen the Never-Ending Story? Was that Falco? I think was the name of the. Almost kind of looks like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, and these are the date stamped pair. So I am thoroughly happy with my $5 lottery ticket here, as it were. I don't know. There was a bunch more. Is this a thing? Do I feel like I want to go back to this well again? I mean, maybe. was that worst case scenario? I get the same set of cards. Not a problem because I'll play all these. Y'all will see all these in decks at over the course of whatever. But I am. I thought about doing that whole best of 2019, and I was like, no. But to be honest with you, I'm surprised nobody's done best of the decade for Magic. Really, So somebody better than me, get on that. But I have been in mad deck building mode. What was that? One of my patrons called it mad scientist deck building mode. And like I said, next year I want to get 200 decks done because I figure we're going to have 100 new ones, and I got to make ground up. So I don't think 200 decks in a year is that big of a stretch. God, that doesn't even sound normal, does it? But to me, it kind of is. So 200 decks, what is that? That's that block full, the very last one there, and then that very first one right there that's got the pink sleeves in it. That'll be block number 700, because that is 5 through 6, so this would be 6 through 7. So, yeah, that's the goal, and I'm going to try to work as furiously towards it as possible. And hey, if I can get more, awesome. But that's the goal. I do appreciate y'all watching. I know this is kind of a weird random one, but I got a Roga. Cross that off the list. That's another legend I didn't have. So it's probably going to be Kobolds and Changelings. Let's face it. It's been a long time, and we got a land that produced Kobold tokens. So Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. Y'all let me know what you think, and y'all be safe, and we will see y'all next time.